I'm looking back at the albums I heard growing up, but not like Brothers and Sisters or Bringing It All Back Home, just deeper cuts. Here are the albums that made me. During my time in Wauchula, here's what my usual weekend routine was like. Saturday was TV in the mornings, cartoons followed by creature feature. Then if the weather was good, get on the bike and be gone until dinner. Sundays were all about music, though. Casey Kasem's American Top 40, followed immediately by Rick D's Weekly Top 40. So whatever else I happened to be about for those 4 hours, usually either programming in BASIC on my TRS-80 color computer 2, or maybe playing Dungeons of Daggorath, I would have my boombox next to me with a cassette loaded, recording and paused, waiting to see what the next tune would be and if I wanted to make a copy of it. Honestly, I spent more time recording songs than I did listening to the recordings I'd make. And come 1985, the one band that seemed to hold my attention the most during these top 40 binges was Tears for Fears. And thankfully, when I finally got the cassette of Songs from the Big Chair and started listening regularly, I discovered that the album tracks were just as compelling as the singles. And revisiting this album more recently, there's a lot more to appreciate than I would have been able to comprehend back in the day. Sax work from Mel Collins, percussion from Jerry Marotta, the song I Believe dedicated to Robert Wyatt, with the B-side from the single being a cover of Sea Song from Rock Bottom. None of this would have meant a whole lot to me when I was 15, but it does today. And another thing is, it's a lot easier now to see the Beatles' influence than it was when I was a kid, especially in the songwriting. At the time, it was hard for me to hear past the synth pop nature of the arrangements, but now it's pretty obvious. The standout tracks for me are the ones you probably think: Head Over Heels. I mean, I still think about Donnie Darko when I hear that one. And of course, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Final analysis. Is this an album I still like? Yes, though my reasons for liking it have certainly evolved. Is this an album I still spin regularly? More than most pop albums from the 80s for sure. Would I recommend Songs from the Big Chair? Yeah, I would. This one holds up pretty darn well.